We have some audio I'd like you to listen to. This was from The Inner Life with Chuck Neff, who this is the program that immediately follows this program. And a caller, I didn't hear this until afterward, but a caller called in to talk about, well, you're going to hear in a second, but it has to do with how this person's life was changed by listening to relevant radio. Now, this is kind of like one of those miracle moments that we go to during Pledge Drive. We're not in Pledge Drive. I'm right here with you, but I thought you might find this particular call of interest.
Let's head to the phones, and let's start with Cecilia, listening in California. Hi, welcome. Good to have you on The Inner Life today.
Good morning. This is embarrassing for me to talk about, but I think it's necessary. I had several abortions beginning in the 70s, and I was part of the hippie generation, and it was free love, and which really means loose morals. And I was pretty promiscuous, and I also believed 100% that it was just tissue. And I'm pregnant again. Oh well, I'll just go get an abortion. And it was like that for me. And then years and years fast forward to I started listening to relevant radio, Patrick Madrid, and I would hear him, and he was making sense to me. I wasn't a Catholic yet. I wasn't a turned Catholic yet. I was baptized and such. And then every time we would talk about abortion, I'd get so angry, like, oh, Patrick, you just don't get it. And I'd snap off the radio, guilt-tripping women again. And then I started to pray the rosary. And I was able to see that I may have to change my mind. And so I still kind of felt like, well, all I ever felt was relief. I didn't feel grief. And then I made myself go on to YouTube and tune into a really happy woman talking to other happy women who were pregnant. And it was like, this is your baby at 8 weeks. This is your baby at 9 weeks. And she would show what the baby could do and all that. And I could see that it was really a baby. And I just cried my heart out about it. And I knew God already forgave me. I already knew that because he just pours out so much love on me for why I don't know, but he does. But I needed to see what I'd done. And like that other lady said, he was so gentle. And then I went to confession, and the priest told me to name them. So I named them. And then whenever I pray the rosary across America, they are included in my prayers. And I also have given up my most favorite food for the rest of my life as a penance. And I now am very pro-life.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. It's amazing how, God helped you to come to see the reality that they were children and that they are children, and that you accepted that, and the idea of doing a penance as an act of reparation is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Have you ever been to a Rachel's Vineyard or any kind of post-abortion healing retreat or experience?
No, I haven't, and I think I'm healed. Actually, I feel totally at peace about it. When I cry, it's because I'm so grateful for God's forgiveness and grace. It's not that I still beat myself up or anything like that. So I just also wanted to put a plug in for the rosary, because I believe that with praying the rosary, I was shown the darkness of my soul prior to coming home to the Catholic Church. Yeah.
Right.
Through the rosary.
Yeah. The rosary is one of the most powerful prayers we have. I'd say it's the second most powerful prayer we have after the Mass itself. And so, that is a beautiful gift, and that God used that. I have known people who had thought they were completely healed, and they went to a Rachel's Vineyard, and they found that there was another level of healing that they could experience. And so that's something I'd encourage you to take to prayer, and think about. So
I will. I absolutely will.
Okay.
Cecilia,
Thank you
God
so much
bless
for
you.
sharing your
Thanks.
experience.
Thanks for joining us today. The website, by the way, if you're not familiar with it, rachelsvineyard.org.
That was Chuck Neff's voice you heard at the very end there. It was a priest guest that he had that was speaking directly to the woman. Maybe we'll make this a social media clip, especially if you'd like to share this with women in your life, whoever they may be, who have experienced abortion. Maybe her story will help them. And that kind of testimony about how, remember, I used to turn it off because there he goes again, Patrick Madrid judging those people. And eventually, as often happens, the very thing you don't want to hear might sometimes be the very thing you need to hear. But if you're not willing to hear it, you're not going to hear it. So God has his ways, and I'm so grateful to God and his grace that lady found the kind of peace and healing that she needed. What a wonderful story.
For more of The Patrick Madrid Show, visit relevantradio.com/Patrick.